You know, I've
fire
seen
thing.
a better version of this in a comedy called Blues Brothers, where it's hundreds and hundreds of cop cars chasing after one like unmarked
it's
cop
amazing.
car and then crashing into each other, and it's amazing and it's great. And it's in a comedy.
Specifically,
this
though,
is
like
not a
what is
comedy.
like
it should be an action film.
It's
and
like
that's
a
what drives
it's like
me
a
nuts.
it's like a 2-3 minute chase scene where Bond's in a fire truck.
It's
and
the most to me. It's like one of the most memorable scenes in the movie.
But let's go through it. Why is it stupid though? You haven't really said. You're like, well, it's because like some cops get tied together. It's like, okay, they get tied together and then they run into a sign and they split apart.
It's
like the cops are made to look.
It's like, oh, we can do this funny thing with the cop cars. Let's put the two cop cars together. Well, that's funny.
Yeah,
well,
they crash into each other, and then that leads to them
silly.
Crashing and all that.
It's silly. It's something you would see in a Looney Tunes cartoon.
What do you mean? Like they crash into each other, and then they get linked, and then they're like, "F our cars are."
It's something you would see in a Looney Tunes cartoon.
This goes back to my belief that like us just ranking these movies based on like serious to goofy is boring. Having a scene where Bond runs from the cops. We've seen that before, like in
Diamonds Are Forever. We've seen it Diamonds Are Forever, and we've seen it in Live and Let Die. I know that. But so, in this particular movie, it's now a comedy chase scene.
And what's wrong with that? What's so offensive about Bond running from the cops? And
because I thought we were past all that. By this point, I'm like, yeah, I thought we got some serious action films, but we don't.
What would be more serious? Like okay. If you got rid of the goofy stuff from the cop chase, what would you get rid of? The two cars getting linked?
I'd get rid of that. I'd get rid of
Why is that so
whole
goofy?
Car, like the car coming down and then sliding into all the other cop cars.
Why is that goofy? Why are those two things goofy? The goofy stuff is the cop who's like, oh, like that's the goofy performance. But overall, the action isn't goofy.